Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 174 of the Cobb Brothers podcast. I am your host, as always, David, joined by my fellow co-hosts, Brandon,
Barn door for short.
sorry, Barndor, and Colton.
Oscar.
Sorry, I'm joined here by
Yeah, that's
Oscar.
Oscar.
Hello.
Cyrus and Oscar couldn't make it this week because they went to Disneyland this weekend. Because
Cyrus and Oscar couldn't make it. I'm right here.
Oscar's right there. It's Cyrus and David.
sorry, Cyrus and David. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
No,
Fair.
you're David.
Oh, we're all David, collectively.
yeah, we're all. It's only David here tonight.
Cyrus
all
and
over the
Colton
country.
aren't here.
Yes,
I'm-
Cyrus and Colton right here.
Yeah, got our wires mixed, but it's okay. We're calibrating.
In light of all those fires in LA, I bet the lines at Disneyland are just empty.
No, Disney adults are 100% still rolling around the park.
The last time Disneyland was empty, like during anything, was the LA riots in '91. I know because I was there.
Fair enough.
Even during COVID, there were still people crawling around the park looking for their fix.
I need me my mouse.
You will not stop a Disney adult from getting on the Matterhorn.
Unless
Literally
it's
impossible.
broken, like always.
The only time I've been to Disneyland, it was closed.
The 5 times I've been to Disneyland, the Matterhorn was closed every single time.
There's got
I
to be a
went there once
conspiracy.
when I was 3, and I have vague memories of it. And then there's pictures and home videos of it, and I'm like,
See, the
damn.
Matterhorn's always closed because they're actually using it for alien experiments.
Was it closed when you were there, Brandon? Is there a photo of you on the Matterhorn?
No, I think the Matterhorn was open, but I was 3 and I was 5. Or sorry, I was 3. My brother was 5.
You were there for 2 years?
Yeah, no,
He was 3 and 5 simultaneously.
I was really mature for my age.
You were the alien experiment.
He was existing in 2 timelines at the same time.
But yeah, no, it was. I was 3. My brother was 5. I think because we were like, oh, that looks so cool. But my parents were like, no, we're doing these things that are kid friendly, and we were like, oh, but why? Why don't we just do that? And they're like, because you're 3 and you're 5, and our brains went, yeah, we can't argue with parents.
So you were 3 and 5.
No, I was 3. My brother was 5.
Oh, okay.
Much like how the Niners were 3 and 5 last season, and then made it to the Super Bowl only to lose it. Anyway, yeah, Disneyland. Surprised it's still open though. Honestly, with how close those fires are with everything.
It's such a tragedy, like seeing how much has been burned down and stuff. They've canceled a lot of sporting events there. They even moved the Vikings Rams playoff game to Arizona.
Did they really?
Mhm.
Just a precaution for next week.
Correct. They've canceled like LA Kings games. The Lakers and Clippers I think were supposed to play tonight. They canceled another Lakers game and stuff like that. Like they've just kind of the city's reeling right now because it's displaced almost 200,000 people at the moment, which for context, that's the entire city of Reno. Like
There's probably hella water shortages too for everybody in the city, even in
Mhm.
places where they're not affected, just because they're using all the water for the fires.
I read today that they're using 700 inmates to help with the fire department to go put out the fires. You know that program where they pull inmates out to help with
Yeah,
community
I
service.
saw that. I saw a post about that. They're being paid between like $5.50 to $10 or something like that
hmm
for volunteering to go help fight the fires.
It's wild.
It's just I saw some other like in interviews with the mayor of Los Angeles, and one of the people were like, "So how do you feel knowing that you cut however $1 million from the fire department in the county, and this is happening now?" And they didn't answer the question at all, and they're like, "So you have no response?" And they didn't say anything. I'm like, dude, come on, girl, you have to say something. Like you
No, they
fucked
don't.
up. Legally,
They're better off saying nothing.
they're better off for legal reasons, but in the public eye, like their career's done.
Yeah, but
Like,
they don't care about the public eye because votes and everything are made up and they do whatever they want anyway.
It's an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyways? The votes don't matter and the points are made up.
yep.
Exactly.
hmm But it's okay because rich people are losing their homes, so something will be done about it. They will get to the bottom of this one, I think.
It was Oprah Winfrey's fault.
God damn it, Oprah!
Oprah again.
You're gonna
First
look under.
Maui and now LA.
If you look under your seats, there's gonna be a fire extinguisher.
We legally have to do this in front of a live studio audience in Los Angeles now.
Speaking of LA dumpster fires, the Chargers hella dropped their game today against the Houston Texans.
They fucking that was so funny to watch, dude.
I mean,
Because I got home at the like right when the second half started, like literally right when halftime ended was when I turned on the TV, and I was like, "Oh wow, this is some good football being played. This is exciting." But then the Chargers just kept fucking up and fucking up and fucking up.
It was like the ultimate form of charging. They just can't get out of their own way. Am I right?
They just keep charging up their ultimate, but they don't use their ultimate because they're waiting for the good moment to use it.
It was just wild seeing the sequence of events where the Chargers were down. Justin Herbert gets sacked twice. They lose 16 yards. It's 3rd and 26, and then they toss an 86-yard touchdown to get back into the game, only for their extra point to get blocked, their kicker to get annihilated, and the Texans ran it back for 2 points. So instead of turning it into a 10-point game, they're now down 13.
I love that they ran that field goal back for 2 points. I was like, "There's no way. There's gonna be a flag back there. Come on, this can't count." And then it's there. It's like, boom, another highlight reel.
It's so
It's so fucking ridiculous to see in real time.
it was like the Chargers getting right back into the game and also simultaneously losing grasp of the game without the Ravens ever getting possession of the football. It was hilarious.
You said Ravens. Who'd they play?
Oh, the Texans. Sorry, the Ravens are
yeah,
playing
okay.
right now.
Ravens are absolutely stomping the Steelers right now.
It's been an exciting start to the playoffs so far, and it's just gonna bring me back to the sobering reality of the Chiefs are probably winning the Super Bowl anyways.
Stop that. There will not be a repeat.
I'm preparing myself for it, so I'm not as disappointed when it happens.
That's fair.
But there's still a lot of teams left that can make that not happen. Get what I'm saying?
That was me being a Niners fan at the start of the season, seeing, oh, Christian McCaffrey's now being announced that he's injured. Surely he'll be back in a couple weeks. Half the season later, he plays for like 3 or 4 fucking games before he gets hurt again.
Oscar's still reeling about taking him first overall. He might have beat Jeffrey in the Cobras championship had he not drafted CMC first overall. He could have used that pick somewhere else.
So many people pick CMC too in fantasy football, but the things people take into account is that the Niners lost the Super Bowl, so they were gonna have the Super Bowl hangover or whatever it's called, like that superstition. And then Christian McCaffrey was also on the Madden cover, so there's a Madden curse, and it fucking became apparent again.
Yo, so were the Raiders, and we fired our head coach.
Why the fuck did the Madden curse never apply to fucking Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen? It's bullshit.
Because they sold their souls to the devil.
Pretty
Fair
much.
enough. Yeah.
They had to have, right?
Dude, it makes sense because they're the Chiefs and they're the Bills and like, you know, the like all those bison that were killed way back
Patrick
then.
Mahomes is probably Satan himself.
I
agree with this statement.
Josh Allen did not escape the Madden curse only because the Bills last year in the playoffs committed the wide right again, where they missed a field goal and lost a game, a playoff game even.
A playoff game, if you will.
If you will, listen to me, outright, for the sake of the argument. I don't know. I have high hopes that the Chiefs aren't going to do it again this year. I feel like it's their turn to spread it around to somebody else who hasn't.
They did go. What was it like? They only lost 2 games this season, right?
Yes.
One to the Bills, and then the last game of the season against the Broncos.
Correct.
Those are the only 2 that they lost. But there was so many fucking missed calls and bullshit calls and just small little things that their opponents did too when their opponent should have won, you know?
That's because the NFL is just like the WWE. It's all scripted.
My favorite explanation for last week was because the Chiefs rested their starters, it was their first game without plot armor, and that's what would happen. You feel me?
Without plot armor is a great way to
They got the full Carson Wentz experience. Yeah. Now the Chiefs are just the new darlings of the NFL, so.
For some reason, everybody loves the person that sounds like Kermit the Frog and is an average quarterback.
It puts ketchup on his steak. That's the worst of it all.
Really? Does he really?
Frog here.
That's a great Patrick Mahomes impression.
His first season started, I vividly remember like people being all up in arms that he puts ketchup on his steak, and then he owned that shit. And then he was on a Heinz commercial the next year.
That is disgusting and sin.
Imagine becoming a millionaire and you go to a fucking Gordon Ramsay steakhouse and it's like, yeah, do you have any Heinz?
Can I get
like, what for your French fries? Yeah, sure. It's like, no, I'm gonna put it on my steak. And they're like,
bet you want it well done too. And he just
Their
goes,
response would
yeah.
just be get out.
Yeah, he probably eats his steak well done too.
Golly.
Not even well done. He probably overcooks it because if it's any red, he gets weird about it.
Mm-hmm.
He wants it burnt.
Look at my jersey.
My steak ain't good if it ain't jerky.
Fucking hell. He probably eat his jerky with ketchup. Let's be real.
He probably even doesn't put butter on his Pop-Tart.
He eats unbuttered popcorn too. No salt and nothing. Just straight up fucking popcorn.
He just puts the
Who doesn't
kernels.
suck gross?
He doesn't even put oil in the pan when he makes popcorn. He just stores a bunch of popcorn kernels in a pot and just fucking turns the heat on.
He licks the pot when he's done. He's the guy that rips open the microwave bag and licks the butter.
Okay, listen. I used to do that when I was a kid.
Did I strike a nerve?
I don't do it now, but when I was a kid, I was like, damn, all that shit didn't get stuck to the popcorn. That's where the
And
flavor's
his
at.
new nickname is Patrick.
Fair point. Look, there's a Justin Herbert playing. There's a Justin Herbert commercial playing.
Is that really her? Oh, yeah, it is Herbert. Look at that.
Yeah. But yeah, exciting week in the NFL. I'm glad that the Chargers lost. Hopefully it extends onto the Broncos tomorrow, and then the Chiefs next week.
Yeah, hopefully my picks were. I keep saying picks like I'm betting on it, but that is just my guesses of who I hope to win.
Use code
Who I hope to
Cabros on
lose.
DraftKings. Doesn't work, but you can use it. We're not sponsored.
Yeah.
Cyrus, I still don't understand how I beat you in fantasy.
I don't either. I looked at the projected points. I was supposed to get 150, and you were supposed to get 116, and it was like we flipped the actual points that we scored. Like you blew me out.
Was that for the last game?
Yeah.
Or the fantasy football?
Oh yeah,
that we're
I
talking about.
think you were supposed to beat me by like 3, or you had like 300 points more than me or some shit,
Yeah, I was
and
supposed.
I still ended up beating you.
I was supposed to stomp you, and I got stomped instead.
You won in every league that what you were saying of except for the Cowboys league.
Just shit the bed. Plain and simple.
Did you
I'll
hit-
be
did you hit-
100% honest with you. I did not adjust my lineup after we went to Vegas.
I know. That's why it was so embarrassing. So yeah, I ended up getting dead last. Me and Colton were playing for not last place. You know, the last two league winners.
Yeah.
Whatever.
But that's what I thought was the most funny though, is the two names that are on the belt were playing for not last place this year.
We were just trying to give somebody else a chance.
Unfortunately, it went to Jeffrey, so we're gonna have to put Eggies winning the Super Bowl on this year's trophy.
I swear to God, if the Eagles win the Super Bowl, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's maybe Jeffrey's the devil. He put out a fucking omen.
Last year we made fun of him. He made that name because he was talking about this year.
Yes. He would have a.
Swear to God, if that happens, good on the Eagles. If it happens, I'm saying it right now on recording.
No,
But
good for the Eagles because it means the Chiefs didn't do it. For
you
real.
know what? Well, yeah, because the Eagles are NFC. It could be another Chiefs Eagles Super Bowl. Honestly, at this point, yeah, I don't like the Eagles because of, like we were saying before the recording 2 years ago, the NFC Championship, but they're a loyal fan base, and I respect that.
So
there was a lot of beef after that championship. Is Brock fucking turdy, and it's like, is that really all you come up with after winning the game? You're just yelling that at fans going back to their car.
Hell yeah. So what should my fantasy punishment this year be since I got last place?
I think that's for the council to decide and for you to find out. Honestly,
For real.
You need to put on a.
but then again,
like
the
one of those
council isn't
inflat-
here. It's me and Colton here.
You should put on one of those inflatable T-Rex costumes or a Minion costume and stand out with a sign that just says "Subscribe to Cobb Bros."
You know what we should do? I like the inflatable T-Rex. You do that. You know that little skate park that's right down the street from David's house? Just stand there with a skateboard and have a sign that says, "Will attempt a kickflip if you subscribe to this channel."
And you have to subscribe right here.
And we'll have you just be like, "Did you subscribe to it?" Okay, and you attempt a kickflip, and there'll be a couple of us across the way from the skate park recording you.
I might die. I might actually fall over and die.
No, that's why you wear the T-Rex suit, because it being
It's airbags.
inflatable kind of cushions
Yeah.
the fall a little bit.
How am I supposed to grab myself with my little T-Rex arms?
You don't have to grab anything. A
If you're
kickflip
doing it,
doesn't
yeah, if
require
you're
your
doing a kickflip,
hands.
you don't need. It's like playing football,
Mhm.
football. Sorry, you don't use your hands.
No, but think about like me falling over. I can't put my hands out because I'm like
That would be
T-Rex arm.
hilarious.
You
lost
don't need to
fantasy
put your
football.
hands out. You just let yourself hit the
Listen,
ground
I
because
thought
you're
we-
in an inflatable suit.
I just
Yeah, and
accept my
we were
failure.
I thought we were talking about your loss in this fantasy football league.
All right. How about we get
Like
back to the council?
You know what?
The council is me and Brandon.
To be fair, it's 2 votes against his 1, and we have 2 other cob bros. It's only fair that they cast their vote too, but they will get this idea.
No, we're gonna come up with a new idea.
No, if they no, listen, you sir have lost. Half the council is here. We will parlay this idea to the rest of the council.
Cyrus, this is just payback for last year for you beating me that one game because of a default point giving you.
I didn't beat you last year.
The fucking the stat adjustment.
That
The stat
was
correction.
that was Jeffrey.
Was that me and Jeffrey?
That was you and Jeffrey when you
Oh,
guys
okay.
tied.
I couldn't remember if it was me and Jeffrey or if it was me and you.
yeah, but you know what, Cyrus? Fuck you. You lost this year, so it was you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're tacking this onto your crimes.
Just because I lost, yeah. Making Cyrus tonight's big loser.
Obviously, this is all jokes, but if the other 2 people agree with it, look, and they're hell about it. I've already casted my vote, so I'm sorry if they're too enthusiastic.
I'm gonna donate some political funds to them to like sway their opinion somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking gerrymandering motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm gonna redraw the districts. I'm gonna put you 2 somewhere else, and then give Oscar and David
You
more
fucking
influence.
hanging Chad.
I'm even gonna get Jeffrey's influence, and because I'm putting his name on the trophy, he's already like destined to go with me.
His name's going on the trophy regardless because he won.
Yeah. Well, I paid for the trophy.
That
And you're
doesn't
paying
matter.
for another engraving.
Fucking
Or
hell.
wasn't it you could keep sending it back for things every
Yeah.
year?
Yeah, I get perpetual engravings for the plate.
That's cool.
And it fits up to 12 teams, so we got 12 years of the belt. We just made it past year 3.
So what, 9 more spaces after this year?
And 9
After
more spaces.
Eggies winning the Super Bowl gets put on it?
Oh yeah. The Eggies. The EGs if you pronounce it differently.
The EGs, the cover band of the Bee Gees.
Yeah. See, I thought you were gonna do something fun like sitting at a diner for 24 hours. Have you seen those videos of like people that do weird punishments for fantasy?
I saw one where it was it was a bunch of dudes that had like some boats, and so the whoever lost fantasy football had to swim across a lake on like a little fucking raft made of like noodle floaties and stuff. And then their paddle was like a stick, and their buddies were just chilling in their boats with beers and food and stuff.
Waiting.
And their punishment was they had to paddle across the entire lake on that little thing. So like, yeah, his buddies were there watching him, so obviously he wouldn't drown or whatever if it fucking broke. But whenever it broke, they fucking fixed it, and they went, okay, keep going. Your punishment ain't over till you get to the other shore.
God, I know some people like they do like 24-hour diner challenges where they have to eat like 4 pancakes an hour for 24 hours, or like go sit at a bar and get a booth forever.
Yeah, see, like we don't want you to get diabetes,
Well,
or, like die or anything. Like
Just break
Oh,
your ankles. For the
yeah, I don't
training.
want to die. I'll just put on a dinosaur costume and try a kickflip.
well, see, like that's why I was saying
for
put on the
fitness.
dinosaur costume and just go stand on the corner with like a subscribe sign.
Of
Okay,
course.
we could do that, but then if someone
Mhm.
puts a donation on the spot of like a significant amount of money or more, you know, like
Mhm.
$25, $50 or more, then you attempt a kickflip, because I just want to see you do that in a dinosaur costume.
I've seen another punishment where like they made the loser do a calendar photo shoot and they chose the 12 themes for all of the pictures that they took.
That's funny. That's a good one. That's pretty wholesome.
Boy, Cyrus is trying to do everything to get out of this standing on the corner in a.
He's giving us all these ideas like
I-
we already haven't voted.
The thought of
Please no.
the thought of wearing a minion costume at the skate park is so not appealing.
No, it's not a minion costume. It's a dinosaur costume.
I said either or.
Mm.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I
I'll
had
accept these
minion
things.
costume stuck in my mind as well.
Yeah, I was for either or.
We'll figure it out. We'll start a poll.
He said either or, and I will stick to what I said for being a dinosaur one. So you have one for dinosaur and basically one for both dinosaur or minion, depending on
Okay.
whatever.
We'll
But
deliberate with the council.
we will discuss it to the council.
Okay.
This is an important decision because
The fate of the Cabros relies on what choice we make.
we have granted you the rank of you've lost fantasy football, but you are not a master of your fate.
I'll eat a super hot pepper.
Dude, I'll use super hot pepper with you.
Yeah, but I lost. You can eat a super not hot pepper.
You have to eat a pepper X dipped in the bomb.
Dude,
I
do
might
you
die.
accept these terms, Cyrus? That's one that I'd vote for.
I won't dip it, but I'll eat a hot pepper.
Nope.
What do you mean,
No,
nope?
No, the terms were the pepper X
Jesus Christ.
dipped into bomb.
Fucking
He
hell.
said it very clearly. You know what? If Bryant is listening, I would love to see what Bryant comments on this. So we will take Bryant's vote into consideration too.
Brian, I got some Steam gift cards with your name on it. Hit me up, all right? I'm interested to see what he thinks. Maybe we should let Bryant pick because he's our number one fan. Forever and always.
Well,
The number one comment leaver.
I'd say we should give him all these ideas and let him pick his one if we're gonna do that.
Oh, magical.
Not let him pick his own idea, but these what 3 or 4 ideas that me and Colton have come up with.
Okay.
Well, what we should do, just to be fair, because we are having fun with this and we keep thinking of the punishments for you. We do need to consult the council, and we need to have Oscar and David's. Since me and Colton have discussed it, next podcast when we have all of us, let David and Oscar discuss what they want to do for the punishment.
Okay.
And since we've had like 4 or 5 ideas, if they come up with the same ones, we pick the best 2 from both sides of whatever it was. You know,
You
keep
got
it
it.
fair, or you know, whatever it is, just whatever idea stands out, and then we let Brian decide. Have it like it's a multiple choice test, A to D. How does Cyrus get punished? And it's just those, and whatever he picks, it's what he picks. It could be devious, it could be not so bad.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get the other Cabros involved.
did.
Unless somebody listening wants to be the first person to subscribe to our Patreon, and then they can just tell me what to do because they're paying us money.
If someone subscribes to the Patreon and they vote for the poll as well, they get 2 votes instead of 1.
I'll give
So
them
it
11
counts a little
votes.
more. Give them 3 votes because that's come on.
Come on, buy your
How many
votes.
people? How many people are gonna vote?
Stuff the
By
ballots.
buying the Patreon.
Oh, man. Can't I just like play Call of Duty for 24 hours?
No, you'd enjoy that.
I play Siege for 24 hours?
Nope.
No, you'd slightly enjoy that.
Siege for 48 hours?
No, you'd play horror games for 24 hours.
Oh, fuck you, no. Jesus
see?
Christ.
Spider games.
Ones that are
Nothing but
specifically about
spider
spiders.
games.
Yep. See,
Oh, hell no.
if
Oh,
you're
God.
gonna- if you're gonna
Oh.
buy your way out by playing games, you're gonna be playing ones that are based on spiders.
Oh, fuck no, guys.
And for every 10 seconds that you pause the game because it's a spider, you have to take a shot of hot sauce.
Oh, no.
Grounded for 24 hours with no spider filter.
Jesus Christ. Cyrus just builds a base for 24 hours.
We're
Oh,
getting to
man.
Squid Game's level of fucking malevolence
Oh,
towards
man.
Cyrus just for losing fantasy football.
That one's I'll put on the T-Rex costume at that rate.
You'd rather
I'm-
break your ankles in a T-Rex costume doing a kickflip than spend 24 hours looking at a spider?
Dude, I wouldn't even get like 20 minutes into the game. Let's be real. 24 hours?
Dude, there's a game called Don't Let Go or something, and you have to
Mhm.
like hold both shift buttons on the side of your keyboard. It's like a VR game. It just keeps having jump scares, and the very last one is, "Hey, what's that above you?" And when you look up, a fucking spider jumps on your face.
I remember that. I remember Markiplier playing that game, and it scared the
Yeah.
fucking shit
Yeah.
out of me. God damn. I wasn't even in VR with him.
You were just watching it, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god. I'm gonna cut all that out of the podcast so that nobody has to hear that, so nobody gets any crazy ideas. You know what I'm saying?
You have 10 seconds to cut out because that was gold.
10 seconds. No,
Gold.
it's like 10 minutes gone. I don't know what happened. It just fucking time warp.
Someone said spider, and Cyrus said.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the
information.
podcast today. So if we end it right now, Cyrus can't cut that out because the podcast would be too short without it.
I'll upload a
Ooh.
13-minute podcast. Don't tempt me.
So what video? Let's just change the subject. What video games you guys played these last few weeks?
Oh man, Colton, let's start with you.
None.
Oh, for real?
You been
I've
busy?
3D printing.
You got a 3D printer?
Yeah, I bought a Flash Forge.
Oh fucking hey, that's hella cool. What are you printing?
Right now I'm printing a. Well, here I'll just
He's got receipts.
Are you turning
I've
on
got
a camera?
No, I've got pictures. I sent them
Y'all
in
ready
Messenger.
for this?
Oh shit! Is that glow in the dark?
Yes,
Oh my god,
yes, I have glow in the dark filament.
that's fucking crazy.
That's cool.
I gotta make a model for the Cabros that you can print out.
Yeah, if you get me an STL file, I can print it.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. STL file.
Yo, dude, that's fucking the Vault Tech.
Mhm.
That's so cool.
The dimensions on my printer are 220 millimeters by 220 by 220.
Okay.
So anything that's under 220 millimeters can be printed as one piece. If it's bigger than that, it has to be sliced into multiple pieces.
Okay, so 220 millimeters, I can do that. That's 2.2 centimeters for all you math folks. How many freedom yards is that?
It's about 8 inches
Okay.
in every direction.
That's how it's like an 8-inch, 8 squared.
Did I say
Yeah,
2.2 centimeters? It's 22 centimeters.
yeah, it's 22 centimeters.
Sorry, I
Yeah,
speak
you said
freedom yards.
2.2 centimeters, and I went, seriously, it's that small? That's fucking incredible. Like if it was less, if it was an inch wide, that Goku one, I was like, no way.
I forgot to convert to
So that-
cheeseburgers first.
That Goku is probably. Well, actually, I have a tape measure. Hold on.
It's probably about 4 or 5 inches. Looking at the grid,
It's pretty girthy.
I'm at least looking at the circle base of it. That's like 5 inches or 5.5 maybe.
That Goku is 8.5 inches tall.
God
What's it-
damn.
what's
Which is
it-
that's
the-
my maximum build height.
Oh, it's going up. I was talking about the circle, like its base on the bottom.
The
How wide
circle
is the base?
5 3/4.
Dude, I said 5.5.
5.5.
That was cool.
Yeah.
That was close. That's hella cool.
That's incredible.
Yeah, the circle's just shy of 6 inches.
Which is a lot, by the way.
But yeah, and
I mean,
and
honestly, for a
height-wise-
3D printer, yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, the I'm working on a print right now that's it's an SS4 Goku. The base for it alone without the figurine on it is a 1-day print.
So do you only have those glow in the dark filaments and the Goku one, or do you have a bunch
No.
of colors too?
Well, so right now I only have the glow in the dark green, I have black, and I have a roll of pink.
Okay.
So if
Cabros pink.
anybody wants to buy me rolls of filament, I will print things for you.
Oh, you got it. We're gonna get the Cabros in every color.
Rolls of filament are literally like between $15 and $25.
That's
really
cheaper than printer ink.
I thought that they were.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was more expensive than that, just because of how, like Cyrus said, printer ink.
A 1 kilogram roll is between $15 and $25 depending on what kind you get.
That's nothing.
And how many feet of, like the spool of it is that?
So it's a lot.
Like more than 20, 30 feet.
Yeah, I mean it's a spool. Like
Yeah, that's because you said kilograms, and I was like, I've never actually felt the weight of what the material is, so I'd know more of just looking at the length of what it was. That's why I was just asking that.
It's 2.2 pounds worth of filament.
And for light ass plastic like that, that's a lot, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like, so it came with I think it was a 1 kilogram roll, and I made like 20 prints off of that of varying sizes.
Yeah.
Like
That's wild.
the slicing software that I use breaks it down like cost wise, and the Vault Tech sign was like 72 cents.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Like a filament that you use to print it.
Yeah. And
Okay.
like this Goku was probably $1 or $2.
That explains why I find stuff so cheap on Etsy, because like I didn't know how expensive it was to make some items, because like people sell 3D
Yeah.
printed items on there all the time.
The thing about 3D printed stuff is the time it takes to print it.
Okay.
Like the Goku figurine took 6.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Only that long? That's crazy.
I honestly thought it would have been longer.
Yeah, me too. I'm like,
Mm,
I've only
I
seen
also
one
have an
3D
incredibly fast printer.
I've only ever seen one 3D printer now, like in person. And the stuff that he was printing, he was just printing like boxes for D&D dice and stuff like that. And
Here,
so
I'll take a short
they were probably
video
like
of it printing right now.
they were probably like 4.5, 5 inches the box that he was making, like a square. And he
Mhm.
was printing the base of it and then printing the lid of it. It might have honestly been smaller than that too, but he was printing a bunch of them and like just watching it go. I saw it starting to print when I got there, and then by the time I left, it was like not even an eighth of the way through. It was just going. It might have been a little bit more than that. It was a couple of years ago, but that's wild. That only 6 hours it fucking makes something with that much detail.
It's pretty
Computers
cool.
are awesome.
It's pretty dope.
That base that's printing right now for the stand, it actually has a hollow cavity in it, so you can put light in it. So the Dragon Ball on the front of it's gonna light up, and then the eyes on the dragon will light up.
So you
That's
went all
cool.
out. No half measures here.
Just imagine like 20, 30, 40 years from now, 3D printers will do all this stuff that takes 6 hours. They'll do it in 6 seconds.
That's what's printing right now. I sent the CAD file of what I'm printing.
Yeah, I saw that. That's what made me say that, because like imagine it doing that, but sped up 10 times,
Mhm.
and it's doing it accurately and actually making that physical thing. Like
It's pretty dope. Some cool
Oscar
shit.
says, "Is that yours?" From the shitter, Oscar is texting us because he can't be on the mic.
No, Oscar's the one with the 3D printer, because Oscar's the one talking, remember? From the introduction.
Oh shit! Yeah, that. Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, who am I?
You're still Barndor.
Oh damn! I'm the only one that's still me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you. Cyrus and I are David and Oscar,
Yeah, I'm David.
So
and I'm
Colton,
Oscar.
David, and Oscar are shitting
Mhm.
right now.
I'm
They're
on David's.
They're sharing the shit. They have to take turns because of all the
No,
Taco Bell.
just Colton and Cyrus are gone.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Because there's 3 of us. Sorry, like
Oscar's
my
bragging
brain's
in the
not
group
working.
chat twice.
Oscar said, "I need you to make me a Fiona pocket pussy from Shrek 3." That is what he said about your 3D printer,
Why Shrek 3?
because that was after she had the kids. So his dick's so big. It's I'm gonna stop talking.
I can't right now.
These guys aren't even here for the podcast, and they're throwing us off the rails.
I'm gonna
When
put
he's the one that keeps us on the wheels.
I'm gonna put Shrek 3 in my notes, and that does no justice to what was said. All right.
Do not give justice to what I said. It was what. Wait, which one of you was Oscar?
Call
Me.
Yeah, it's what you said, Oscar. You put it in our group chat.
I looked up in the Ravens score,
Find
dude.
the
I was so
file and
distracted.
put it in the course.
Yeah, that
Course list.
that brown looking Goku picture that I sent to the group chat is what's printing on my printer right now.
Oh, okay. So it's like him powering up.
No, that's SS4 Goku. That's the monkey tail Goku.
Okay, yeah, he grows back his tail because he powered up so much.
Yeah, it's from GT.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I am thoroughly happy with this 3D printer.
That's hella cool, man.
Yeah, the next thing I print after I'm done with this Goku, I'm gonna print me an RC airplane because I have all the components to build it. I just need to print the body.
Did you 3D print the components, or were those bought?
No,
Okay.
those were purchased. I can't 3D print a circuit board.
You can't 3D print some copper yet.
3D print a 5090. Get on it.
I don't need a 5090. I have a 4090.
I was gonna say, do you believe their claim that the 5070 will perform the same as a 4090?
And like hella cheap
That's
too.
already been coming out as bullshit.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
Weren't they
NVIDIA's
advertising
under
it?
some heavy fire right now.
Weren't they advertising it as being like super cheap too? Like selling the equivalent of it?
Like 550, I think they said a 5070
Yeah,
is gonna
it
be.
was like
It was
550, 599 or something
I
like
think it was
that.
$599 for the 5070.
Yeah.
That's pretty cheap, all things considered. Especially with how
and then
graphics
they're
cards have been
wanting
going.
$2,000 for the 5090.
Jesus Christ. Let me
My
fucking.
4090 was $1,500.
I gotta buy a fish tank to put my PC in. At this
That's how I'm
rate.
gonna water cool the motherfucker.
They got it.
Submerge.
They got it down to 2 slots, right? On the 5090.
Yeah, the FE card is.
Okay. Because I know people were making jokes these past couple years that it was gonna go up to 5, like just as a meme.
I mean, it would have been funny if it did.
I think it would have been better. Like, just embrace the meme at that point.
Just take up my entire computer.
The computer is the graphics card.
Yeah, the CPU mounts to the fucking GPU card now.
Yeah.
There is no motherboard. It's just a GPU with a CPU mounted to it.
There is no need for motherboard. We are all process.
What fan? Blow on it. The room is the air. The fan. Use your air conditioning unit to double down on your computer. I have been seeing the memes of people dogging on it. Of like people showing what the actual like 4K mode on a 4090 looks like without any of the DLSS.
Yeah.
And they're like, you're gonna say that the 5070 is gonna hit this? Yeah, fuck you. I don't know. I have a 3070 laptop card, so I really don't care.
Yeah, my laptop has a 3070 Ti in it.
Mm-hmm. I don't even have a
You
TI.
gave me this one right that I'm on right now is the 3060. It's just fine for what I do, which is play simple games because I'm a simple man.
Play Stardew and Lethal Company.
I've been. We'll finish this conversation. We'll get to what we get to play before I start that tangent.
No worries.
Yeah. For me, for presents, all I want going forward is filament
Filament, you got it.
and STL files to print you guys whatever you want.
Mm-hmm. Hold on, Oscar just replied.
I was gonna say something. My phone went badang.
Oscar said, "And as wide as you can. 3 ogre babies must have made that thing the Grand Canyon."
You see what I was saying? What I was saying?
Not the Fiusi.
And he's typing too. He has more to say.
He is passionate.
She got the extra stitches.
Oh no. I'm ready for Oscar's reply. Okay, Oscar then said, oh, no, let's go with what Colton said. Colton replied with, oh no, she got the extra
I'll see
stitches.
what Oscar said.
She's tighter than she was before the kids.
Can you imagine Shrek monstrous size though? Must have been the size of a bullet train, rock solid. Hey, Oscar, I know you're in the bathroom right now, but I'm gonna applaud you. That's some rock solid fucking commentary for a man that can't speak.
We are trading Oscar to the Houston Rockets for a handful of peanuts. Sorry.
No, come on, don't lowball him like that. Make it peanut M&Ms.
Okay, he can go to the Charlotte Hornets.
How the fuck does he come up with that shit? Like,
God, dog, I don't know.
like we were in parties with him. He's just. I'm not gonna say the last couple of things he said with me. He said some racist shit the last few days, but
Yeah,
Goddamn white people.
stupid
No,
Hondurans.
doing a segue into what games we've been playing.
Yes.
A couple of weeks ago, David bought Police Simulator Patrol Officers, and because he bought it, his home Xbox is my Xbox, and I got it. And it's literally just police simulator. You patrol, you see parking tickets, you do that. You see someone run a red light, you check them for DUIs and shit. Like it's all down to the book. Like you have to do everything, whatever. But Jesus Christ, the last couple times that I joined a party with Oscar, he just goes, "Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? You want to go oppress some minorities?"
Yeah, I don't think you can say that.
No, he can say that. I'm
Oh.
quoting him.
Oh, because he's
I'm
the
quoting-
minority here.
No, that's just what Oscar said.
Mm-hmm. Because
No,
he's a minority.
That's probably why. Listen, I'm saying what he said, okay?
Yeah. Me speaking as myself, David, not a minority. I have no weight in this conversation. But I can picture what Cyrus would say, though.
Cyrus is still taking his shit.
You don't want to know what Cyrus would say, so we're gonna keep it under wraps.
Cyrus doesn't like minorities. Yeah, we shouldn't talk about minorities in front of him.
I ordered servo linkages for that RC plane that I'm gonna build, and they sent me the correct part, but the sticker on it says "Best Dog Toys." 9-pair dog toys, non-toxic. This is not a dog toy.
Have you tried giving it to a dog yet?
It's for the people that make those planes and then they threw it and their dog went,
Yeah.
"Holy shit, that's the best toy ever."
How would you know?
The dog would choke on these
How would you know?
because they're extraordinarily small parts.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's like microplastics and it'll just like absorb into their skin.
Ah. You
Using
gotta
my big
love
brain.
Amazon.
Amazon's funny. Gotta use
The
all
funny thing
180
was, like,
characters.
So I ordered, like, I did like a really big order all at once, and none of the stuff had shipped after a week. But
Mhm.
looking at all the posts for everything, it was all available for 2-day Prime shipping, which they gave me for free for placing the order in the first place.
Correct.
So I just canceled the order after it sat there for a week, placed it again separately, just ordering all the items individually, and everything got here within 3 days.
Incredible. I think you gamed the system,
Like,
man.
It was like, okay, so you're telling me I'm gonna have to wait until between the 16th and 23rd or February to get all this stuff, or I just cancel my order and redo it and get it all Saturday.
It's because if one person is going and picking everything from one order, then it's going to take them hell a long time to walk across all the warehouse. But if you order it all individually, that's all that many different tickets of stuff being ordered. So it's that many.
None of
people
it was coming
picking it up.
directly from Amazon, though.
Oh. What was it shipped through?
All of the sellers.
Oh, just the sellers themselves.
Mhm.
Everything I bought was Chinese.
So,
Oh.
because I work with it directly, sellers have the option to list their items on Amazon and sell it directly through their company and not send it to an Amazon warehouse. And Amazon just gets a cut for putting it on their website.
Yeah. No, like it was the crazy thing about it was though is like I ordered all of the exact same stuff. It was just because I made the orders individually instead of at the same time, and the fact that they gave me Amazon Prime for placing the order in the first place made everything an expedited ship because it was Prime instead of just pull it when you can.
Yeah, okay.
That's interesting. Huh. You did game the system.
Yeah.
Smart bastard.
Well, I mean, hell, if I wait a week and I can still cancel the order, I'm gonna fucking cancel the order.
If it's taking that long when you're ordering something, honestly, yeah. And just order it again.
Dude, my mom just went through some bullshit to return some stuff to Amazon. It wanted her to drive because for Christmas, returns, clothes that don't fit, stuff that people don't want, stuff like that. She wanted to return all of it, and it legit wants her to drive to like 4 different stores to take each order to a different store based on what the item was and return it. Like I remember when you used to just
instead of the store she got it from.
yeah, well, It used to be you could just box it up, take the return slip to a UPS store, and they would just scan it and throw it on a truck, and that was it. That was the end of the process. Well, now it's like take it to Whole Foods, take it to a Kohl's, take it to a FedEx center. She wanted to do the option where you take it to a UPS store, but they were going to charge her $4 per package to return it, which completely goes against what Amazon Prime is about. I don't know.
It also depends on
Hmm.
like the seller you ordered it from too
Hmm.
and stuff like that. Because Cammy ordered a jacket that came in too small, and they're like, okay, here's your money back. You don't have to send it back.
I've had that happen before. I know if it comes from an Amazon warehouse, they usually take it under the umbrella of Prime shipping and stuff like that. But it's when you start getting into the third-party sellers that it's all bullshit.
A lot of the third party sellers will actually do the item list returns if you
Hmm.
contact them directly instead of contacting Amazon. Amazon's the one that requires the thing to be sent back.
Got it.
Like I actually had a card in one of the things I ordered. It's like if you contact us directly, we'll process you item list refund. If you contact Amazon, they typically request the item back.
Got it. I deal with Amazon returns at my job, but I don't want to get into how my job operates.
Right.
Because
But
it's illegal.
yeah, I probably shouldn't. But I do handle the Amazon returns at my job. Going back to Brandon's point of what we're playing recently, as we cross the 50th minute of the podcast.
Has it really been that long already?
Yeah,
We're
we've been
flying
cruising.
through this shit.
When we spend half an hour talking about how we're gonna torture Cyrus, it like time just fucking sails.
It went by really fast for me. It was probably just days for you.
Yeah,
You
dude.
heard the word spider. You're like, oh no.
I stood up and started walking around the room. I was getting so stressed.
He heard Spider and he's like, I'll wear the minion suit and do a kickflip.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I will willingly break my ankle instead of having a small little jumping spider touch my finger.
I'll juggle katanas. We're not doing that. But Exo Primal's leaving Game Pass soon, so I've been like
Oh no.
playing that game for the past week, trying to get that last achievement that I never got for killing 100,000 dinosaurs. What a fucking time sink that is! It is so stupid.
Yeah, I was wondering why you're playing Exo Primal.
So I'm at David, so I've been like cloud streaming it on my laptop. And after playing it for like 5 hours yesterday and another like 2 or 3 today, I've only increased my dinosaur kill count by 10,000. I'm at about 60,000 out of the 100,000 killed. There's no way I'm getting this achievement before they remove it.
And you're still going for it?
I'm still gonna try for it. I looked up a discount. What's up,
You would
Carl?
have to be playing 8 hours a day doing nothing but the missions that give you the most dinosaur kills.
Yeah, because it leaves on the 15th, and today's the 11th. So it's like a
And
couple
you got
all-nighters.
10,000 in 2 days.
Yeah,
How much were you playing?
about 5 hours yesterday, and I put 2 or 3 hours into it today. So like 7, 8 hours.
So you're gonna have to do like 10 hours the next 4 days.
Jesus Christ. That includes probably tonight as well and tomorrow.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah. No, like you're gonna be playing it nonstop from now until it leaves Game Pass if you want to do that achievement.
Spider game doesn't sound too bad right now. I'm just gonna keep lessening the severity of the last thing. But I looked it up. A disc is only $20 on Amazon, which isn't terrible. I'm gonna see if I can find a used one for even less.
Look on eBay.
Got it. But I think the game is fun. Like it genuinely is fun, but it gets very repetitive after a few hours of playing. Like I think you gotta play the game in small batches. Because once you complete
Did you
the story,
finish?
which one?
Did you finish Dark Matter in Call of Duty?
No, I put Black Ops down this last month playing Indiana Jones, but I'm gonna pick it up again
Oh.
soon.
I'm like 4 or 5 weapons away from finishing Diamond on everything.
Yeah. No, I checked because I played last week. I checked your level. You're like Prestige 9 now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
8 or 9.
you put some work into it.
That double XP weekend, I prestiged 3 times.
With that kind of dedication, you can easily hit 100,000 kills in Dinosaur Simulator. I will get Dark Matter in this game. Like that is a promise. I still heavily enjoy Black Ops 6.
You can actually do it, I'm pretty sure now, without touching the launchers.
Correct. When they added the new batch of weapons for the first season, you officially didn't have to use the launchers anymore.
Yep.
Because I got the first launcher gold. Cannot get the second one. There, you will not convince me that it's possible to shoot down 5 UAVs in a game, like 5 times.
That's the one that looks like an RPG, right?
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of people with it.
it's bullshit. I think it's impossible. I try so fucking hard. I literally just stood there for an hour shooting down UAVs, and I think I got 3 in an hour. Not in a game, in an hour. I'm so bad at it.
Because you have to get 5 in one game, right?
5 in one game, I think 3 times for the snake camo, the 3rd mastery one.
So the easiest map to do that on would probably be Nuketown, but it has to be Nuketown with a bunch of noobs.
Mm. The other way you could do it is shooting ground streaks, but I'm noticing in Black Ops 6 that nobody uses ground streaks. You'll see the occasional sentry gun every once in a while.
And the occasional RCXD.
Yeah. But me, I'm so bad, I miss
What
those
other-
too.
What other ground streaks are there?
I mean, does killing somebody...
there's the Wheelson.
The Wheelson. Does killing somebody that's holding the hand cannon now count? I feel like it should.
I don't even know if I've seen the hand cannon being used. Granted, I play hardcore, so...
Yeah, so it does nothing. I've tried using it a couple times, and the fucking Desert Eagle that they give you is so clunky, and it sucks.
I cannot stand core.
Like
cannot
Apple Core?
stand it. No, like core multiplayer in Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot stand it. Like the hit detection rate in this Call of Duty is so bad. It's not even funny.
The few games I played on Black Ops 6, yeah, when we were playing it with Hilmar, we did stuff on core,
Mm-hmm.
and me and Hilmar both were putting like over half a mag into a person. And we're like, why the fuck aren't they dying? And then we go to hardcore, and it was boom boom, 2 shots.
Yeah,
That's how it should be.
and like their response to that is, "Oh, connectivity's hard."
Yeah, connectivity's hard. That's why I dumped a
and-
mag into someone. He looked at me and went blap blap with a 22.
Yeah, and they're like latency is the whole reason why like you can empty a magazine into somebody and then they don't die. It's like, okay, then why can they shoot me twice and I'm dead?
Yeah, they don't have any latency at all.
Trek's always had like a different vision for how they want Call of Duty to operate, and it feels like
This is
game,
bad.
this game, they've definitely split away from that.
This is terrible. Like hit detection and everything in this Call of Duty is awful. Like I even have problems in some hardcore matches where I have to actually shoot in front of people in order to hit them.
I'm wondering if the limitations of the Xbox One and PS4 are causing some of that. Because
It's the tick rates of their servers. They
What about-
refused to increase the tick rates of their servers, and that's what's causing all of this problem.
No, it's because we're not buying enough microtransactions, guys.
Oh,
We
yeah,
need-
because they want to
we want the better
Oh.
servers. We have to buy the better servers.
We figured it out. Oh,
Also, if we buy their $30 skins,
Oh.
then we get server priority. Oh,
I didn't buy the
They'll
Squid
stop
Game
giving
pass.
themselves raises, and they'll start putting money into the game.
Oh,
Making more money.
you're right.
Oh,
Fucking hell. I do want to try the Squid Game modes. I still haven't played those.
there's Squid Game modes now in Black Ops.
They're doing
now,
a
yeah.
collab with Squid Game. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but they put like the red light, green light, and a couple of other Squid Games into Call
it's
of
got
Duty.
like 9 days left on the event.
Oh, we gotta try it out. I'm on David's computer.
I've never watched Squid Game and have no interest in playing any of the game types related to it.
You want to play
I've-
red light, green light?
I've watched like 3 episodes of the first season of Squid Game, and the story is interesting. But I completely understand why the hardcore fans and the creators of it say you should watch it subtitled and not with the dub, because the dub is so fucking horrible that it's hilarious.
The season 2 dub is so bad because I finished season 2 earlier this week. It's so bad.
The season 1 dub is just as bad, dude.
Mhm.
If you've ever watched that one, it's you watch the actual clip and it's subtitled and it's like, oh damn, that sounds intense. And then you
Mhm.
watch the dub version, it's like, I have played these games before.
I
What are
played
you
these
guys
games before.
doing?" It's
Because it's a Korean show. and you
can
watch
tell
it in
the
I was
difference.
playing
Korean.
a little bit of TCG Simulator.
One of the
Mhm.
person just goes, I can tell the difference in these glass. I've worked with glass for 30 years. And then immediately dies. And then 5 minutes later, another person is, I can tell the difference in these glass because of the way the light shimmers off of it. And I'm like, damn, that's not even what the subtitles said they were saying.
This
It's
is
just
what
a
it
dub
is
of
because of the way it
it's
is.
it's like, you know, those things of translating something into a language and then back into the language you started from.
Yeah.
That's how they got the dub. Like it, you read it if you have the dub on with the subtitles on, they do not say the same thing. Like they just say completely broken English, and then the subtitles are actually accurate to like what something would be saying to pull you in. But this is fucking voices are just caveman noises.
There's a
Simple English.
there's a scene in season 2 where a character approaches another character without like spoiling anything, and he's like really concerned for this first character, and they're talking super loud in the dub. Like it's so obnoxiously loud that it makes you wonder why other characters aren't looking at him. I rewound it, put it into Korean, the original
And they were
airing,
talking softly.
and they were talking softly. It's like when you watch
Harry Potter.
there's Breaking Bad, and then there's that ripoff.
Fucking
What's it called?
what
Metastasis?
fucking
Metastasis or something like that.
Mrs. Dostis, something like that. Yeah. Let me Google it.
Okay.
I
was
think
thinking-
I think it's
I was thinking
metastasis.
Harry
if you
Potter
look at the words.
4 when it's the whole Harry, did you put your name in the goblet of fire?
Dumbledore said calmly.
Exact same thing. Dumbledore said calmly, Harry, did you put this here in the movie? How did you get your name in the goblet of fire?
Harry, I'm gonna rip your nuts off.
Fucking Michael Gambon.
It's the exact. That's a really good comparison, honestly. Yeah.
It's like night and day watching the dub and the sub. And they deserve it. The dub is really bad. Like for the amount of money that Netflix put into that, you think they do a better job. They talk like anime characters.
Look at that Halo show or whatever. How much money did they sink into that? And it was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
What show?
Halo.
Oh yeah, that was. Which one was that? That did
Mhm.
Halo, HBO or something?
Paramount.
I think it was.
It was on Paramount.
I will say I really liked Squid Game season 2. They're doing a really good job with that show.
The story is really good.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Don't-
I said, like if you're watching it in the subtitles with the actual Korean language, even if you don't speak Korean, just reading the subtitles, it's good to watch. There's a good story there. But I love watching it, at least for season 1, because I'm going back through it now. Because I watched it when it first came out, and I was like, this dub is horrible, and I didn't pay attention. But now that season 2 is out and I'm watching it again, I'm like, this is horrible, but it's hilarious. As I'm watching through it, it's more of a comedy to me now than it's just like suspense
Drama.
a drama. That's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is a drama. It's very
Total
serious.
drama
it's a drama.
island.
Yeah, total drama island.
The absolute whiplash I had. Whiplash. God, I can't use my words. Whiplash.
Billy Whiplash.
The whiplash I had because I started watching the Mr. Beast games on Prime, and then I switched straight to Squid Game season 2. The Mr. Beast show is fucking terrible. They're
I
not.
saw it when it premiered because it was like aired on Amazon or something right
Yeah.
after one of the games, and I caught some of it, and I was like, "Damn, that's crazy!" And then I kept watching, and I was like, "This is really fucking stupid."
You mean I can sell out
Game I haven't played in a minute. Fortnite.
Ooh, Fortnite? My problem with the Mr. Beast show is like people are way too fucking nice. They're like, oh, you can sell everybody else out, like 30 people for $500,000. Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't know who these people are. I don't care to know who these people are. I'm gonna go home with $500,000.
Yeah,
That's
like
fair.
Most
Like,
most of the games are you going to sell other people out and win money? And the fucking morality
Yes.
that those 4 people had to turn down $1 million to save 30 others, you're fucking morons, dude. It was $1
Yeah, 'cause-
million.
I think the grand prize kept going up a little bit every time people kept selling out and all that. And like the grand prize from the first episode ended
Yeah.
up going up to like 4.5 million for the person that ended up staying. So it probably went up for all the rest of the seasons. But the amount of money that he put out for people just to quit and not get the total money
And sell
is
other people out.
10 times more the money than the one person that's gonna win it. Like he's giving away so much money just to be like, hey, we need people to quit. here's this. People don't go for it. It's like, okay, we're increasing it by $500,000. First person to push
Yep.
the button, it is yours. And it's like, that's $500,000. I would run to that. Like,
There was a point in the
Why?
show, where they split into teams of 4 and they elected one person to be the leader, right? And they had him stand up on a platform in front of a giant button, and he was like, "Okay, I'm going to play a game.
oh, I know
I'm
what
gonna
you're talking about.
I'm gonna show you this amount of money, and if you push the button, you get the money. You eliminate your entire team, but I'll still let you play the game, just you, and your rest of your team's eliminated." And they went up to $1 million, and neither of the 4 people pushed that button.
Oh, okay. You're thinking about a different clip than me then.
Yeah, no, I probably would have pushed that button at like 100,000 because I would have been like, "Oh, this guy's gonna push the button. I want my 100,000. Bye. See you later." I'm not
There
that
was
nice.
one.
I'm sorry,
There
if it got to $1 million, I'd push the button and then just split it with the team that got eliminated anyway.
Right?
Right? Yeah.
We're still gonna walk away with a shitload of money.
It's like in
Go ahead,
that case, it's like I walk away with money that I wouldn't have had anyway,
hmm
and everybody that was on my team that also didn't eliminate me is going to walk away with
Mhm.
just as much money as me.
Sorry I did it, but everybody's getting money.
Yeah.
Sorry it wasn't the 5 million that one person is gonna win. Because the worst part is when people start like break down hysterical crying that they didn't win, and it was like 2,000 people are at the Beast Games. One person's gonna win the 5 million. Realistically,
Yeah.
it's not gonna be you. But it was really sad because it was like I watched Squid Game and then I was watching Mr. Beast games, and it's like it's 2 people or 2 shows about people in desperate situations, and everybody in Beast games got a sob story. It was just so off-putting. I don't get it.
Because there was the
You
clip
should
that
be
the clip that I was thinking about was Mr. Beast was explaining the game. Like, it was just after the one where he had like the initial one where they were all in the rows.
Mhm.
And they did all those games with that, and then they had like a bunch of people and a bunch of little squares, and he was like, when the timer goes on, anybody that steps off of the first person that steps off of their team's thing and pushes the button will walk away with this amount of money, but you will remove your team. And then one person immediately jumped up and went and pushed the button. He was like, okay, the game didn't start yet, and you just removed all these people, and like all those 30 people had to go home empty-handed because some person was too anxious to get money and they didn't listen to the rules. He was like, when
Bummer.
the timer goes off, you first person to hit it. And she was like, I'm gonna be the first person to hit it. And just, it's like pushing the buzzer on Family Feud when he goes, name 20, and you buzz it, like, name 20.
Name 20.
I
30!
saw the clip where like Mr. Beast's thing was doing the Squid Games thing, and they were doing red light, green light, and he was like explaining it, and he said green light, and the one guy just took off, went to the end, and it's like, you did say green light. It's
Got me
like,
on a
well, he
technicality.
wins.
My biggest problem with
That's
Beast
it.
games is that there's not a lot of games. It's mostly just, am I going to get sold out by my team?
Yeah,
Am I just going to be unlucky enough to be sold out?
It's literally it's like they were
expecting espionage simulator.
they were expecting more people to quit out in the beginning and be humble, and everyone was like, no, we want the money. And so they were, oh, okay, we have to do something to fucking make some of these people leave. We didn't pay for 2,000 people to go to Mr. Beast Village. We paid for 400 people to go to Mr. Beast Village.
I don't trust other people enough to not take the money for myself, because I just be like, well, somebody else is going to sell me out, so I'm going to sell them out first. Because somebody else has to be
I have a
thinking
feeling that Mr. Beast Village is just the new Epstein's Island.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Mr. Beast, comment?
Thank you, Mr. Beast.
Ooh,
Coward.
bold
He's a
words.
communist. Quoted here on the Cobb Bros. Mr. Beast is a communist.
Or a Washington commander. What's worse?
Being a commie or a commie?
Somebody's playing with the tab on a can.
I'm smacking a mechanical pencil on a jar full of a substance. It's David's desk. You can just guess what it is.
Oh,
David's
okay.
ash.
Okay.
No, it's a ball mason jar.
Yeah. It's actually a cur. Sure tight.
Oh, it's a cur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Set that down. All right. We're at about an hour, 10 minutes. If anybody's got Something else I want to bring up?
If
Go
anybody
right
needs
this-
anything 3D printed, leave a comment and or message or something,
Yep.
and let us know, and we can print it for money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Colton will send you his PayPal. He takes donations.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If the IRS don't know about it, then it's better price. Probably don't have to say that in the recording, but
No.
No. I wouldn't. Where do those censor bars come from?
technically, so like technically, as far as like IRS and stuff goes, if you're just selling assets, that is completely untaxable. You do not have to report it to the IRS.
Yeah, because it's something underneath whatever. Like, because they'd start to tax you like if you're selling a car or something, right? Like if it's above a certain dollar amount.
Yes, for like vehicles and stuff, I believe they can. But like, say you had like $1 million in gold and you private party sold that to somebody,
Or
that
like
is
it, or
that cannot be taxed.
yeah, or like if you had a baseball card that was worth fucking $1 million and you sold it.
Same thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
3D printed baseball cards. Let's go.
Dude, we should send the stuff that Oscar's card that he pulled from the pack I bought him. I don't know if you've heard this story yet, Colton. I bought a bunch of I've been buying a bunch of football cards recently, and last month when I was buying some, I bought a bunch or I bought a pack for the Reno people. Just like to have a pack to open next time that we were in person with each other, but we haven't been in person for like 2 months. So I have these. I had these.
in like 4.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've been in person, but I
Mhm.
opened all these packs. I have like over 300 football cards right now. Oscar comes over to teach me how to play Magic, and I give him his pack that I because I literally had like 20 packs, and I shuffled all of them, pulled 3 to the side to give to them, and the one that he opened was a fucking signed card. Like
Bastard.
the fucking it's signed, and then the brand put the fucking seal over the signature, and we looked it up, and it's a $50 card, and I was like, cool, that's a $7 pack, and just so
I have a Brett Favre card that's worth like $50.
Oh, nice.
how old is it?
Old, like
Like,
90s.
like from when he was first starting playing.
Yeah, it's 90s.
Yeah.
It was given to me like in a book of cards that I got as a gift from Cleet's dad.
Gotcha. Okay, that totally nice human being.
I never had problems with the guy.
I never
Well, you don't
met
live
him,
in
but
Mississippi.
I only heard the bad. Excuse me, Cyrus. The Missouri is where my family on my dad's side is from.
Oh,
As
I
far
just
as
made
we
up a
go, is
state.
Kansas on our mom's side of the family.
Hey,
Okay.
I just made up a state, dog. Okay. And I'm David. Okay. You're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, sorry, David. But I never had anything personal with him either. But I'm like, everything that everyone's talked about is like, oh, that's the uncle that no one talks about. It's
Yeah,
like,
and,
sorry, go ahead.
like that part of that boils down to just one person in particular bad mouthing him continuously.
Yeah.
Their name starts with a P.
Barry the platypus.
Yeah, Perry the Platypus. That's a great name for the person that we're not mentioning, Colton.
Yeah,
instead of saying their actual name, it's like fucking Perry the Platypus is at it again.
that's pretty damn close to the name anyway.
It's close enough. Yeah.
And we'll take that and run with it.
Goddamn
R
Dubra.
All right.
URSTUV are all close. Switch some of those letters with Perry. You get what we were talking about.
Could be anybody. Make sure you click on our link tree below. Follow us on all our socials. Rate us 5
have a-
stars on Spotify.
We have 5 stars on Spotify.
Currently that's our average rating. Yeah. I don't know how many reviews, but we have a 5-star rating. That won't last long after they hear those Shrek bars that Oscar put in the group chat.
Oh,
It's gonna go up to
hell
10
You mean that
stars.
you put in the group chat?
Yeah, Oscar. I'm David.
Oh, sorry, that you, the other person is Oscar.
Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. You can now
When you-
summarize the video in complete detail with their AI tool.
If you're too lazy to actually watch it and hear how
Mhm.
fucking funny we are,
I tested out in last week's podcast. It was insanely accurate. I was actually shocked. Remind me to send a screenshot of it to the group chat. It even got when Oscar was making fun of deaf people. It has a timestamp.
wow.
he tends to do
Yep.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, Oscar.
I mean, yeah.
You.
No, not me.
Oh, you're Barn Door. That's right.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's me.
Oh, that's right.
You're David, and then Oscar's here.
I've always been David.
And I've always been Oscar.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Sorry,
Mhm.
Brandon's on the trip.
Yep. Leave a comment below about what that idiot Cyrus should succumb to in fantasy football, and we might take that suggestion. We just might.
Yeah.
Council needs to
Brian.
deliberate.
Get an entire bottle of Da Bomb.
No, that would probably kill Cyrus.
No, you could do it.
Who's you?
Would you-
Cyrus isn't
would you-
here. I'm
would you-
David.
Do you think Cyrus would drink a bottle of the bomb if I drank a bottle of the bomb with him?
That's a suicide pact at that point.
That's not a no.
It's not enough.
Anyways, tune in next week when we decide Cyrus's fate.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait till he hears about these decisions we've made for him.
Oh.
Oscar and David.
I'm sure he'll love it.
By the way, your David prison is on point. I mean, David, you sound really nice today.
We'll see you all next week.
Bye.